before we came on air, this New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Watson on first down. Man open, it's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a 49er first down.
Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards.
Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Raheem Mostert.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jones now on first and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
49ers.
They hand it off to Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
26 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a give to Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Barkley, the ball.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Richard Sherman on
the tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Gain on the play. Brings up
on 2nd and 15 now. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
47-yard line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's a gain of...
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up. The hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 14-14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
8-yard line.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that. 50 seconds.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Another try for Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Good.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 78 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Game at 21 apiece. Robbie Gould to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Saquon Barkley running right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Giants 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
Jones. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He finds McKinnon, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And a 49er first down.
On first down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 29, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Jones pass.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
You'll get nothing!
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in. Front Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Watson. He's got Sanu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On his first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now again, this is McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this one incomplete. Well, too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and short, McKinnon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16
yards. 1st down, 49ers.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
1st down, 49ers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 42, Giants 30.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, here's Barkley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Makes the score 9.
The extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Watson, a dump down to McKinnon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Catch is made by Hurd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. And now he'll tuck it and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
37.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To George Kittle.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 6-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Saquon Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
A gain of 5. First down, 49ers.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 49. Giants.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Second down and 7. Now Watson. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 9. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10. at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at his own 9-yard line.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
First and 10.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big connection on that one. 52 yards. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now. Meanwhile, for the Giants,